From the Downtown Tyler Visitor Center, this is Roses and Weeds. Welcome to Downtown Tyler. We're back with another episode of Roses and Weeds. I'm your host, Julie Goodgame.
And I'm Adriana Rodriguez.
And today we have these are my favorite episodes. We are introducing our brand new councilwoman for District 3.
Mm-hmm.
So her name is Shonda Marsh, for those of you who have not met her yet. And Shonda, tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Shonda Marsh, and I represent District 3, Northwest Tyler. I am a lifelong Tylerite. I love Tyler. I've been able to visit other places, but Tyler has always been the place that I always wanted to call home.
Right. I also am a long time Tylerite.
Love it.
Yeah.
Best place to live.
And I've tried to escape, but it pulls you back.
Just drives you back.
It really does.
But tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do when you're not being council member?
What I do when I'm not being councilwoman, my daytime job, as I say, my daytime job, I'm in healthcare. I've been in healthcare my whole adult life. I'm a retired respiratory therapist by trade. I did that for we're right at 30 years.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. I know I don't look it. People think I'm a lot younger than I am.
Yes, for sure.
It is, but you know what? It's pretty good. So after I retired from respiratory therapy, which I did bedside, I pivoted to the other side, as I call it, which what I do now is what we call patient experience. So basically, I took some of the tools that I did at the bedside, I've moved it over to the other side. So I help with patient satisfaction, advocacy, resources, things like that to make the patient's experience within healthcare a better experience for them.
I love that. That's very important these days.
It is, because a lot of people don't realize when you come into a hospital, when you come into a clinic, you are really purchasing a service, which is healthcare. It's just a different type of industry.
It's a great way of seeing it.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Right. Whether, you're a resident, you're a patient, I love that you have this background in experience and how that in the way that people are living and their health and their happiness.
Absolutely, because we all deserve to have a healthy life. I know it can be kind of controversial at times, but I truly believe no matter who we are, what we've done, or if we're working or not working, if we're housed or not housed, we all deserve the gift of a healthy life.
Yes.
No matter who we are.
So tell us a little bit about your family, your person.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get personal.
A little personal. I have an adult son. People were like, I didn't know you had a child. And it definitely didn't know that you were old enough to have a child. But yes, I have a 24-year-old son. He just recently graduated from TJC with a degree and gaming and animation. Even as a little person, he always loved doodling and games and computers and things like that. So I always tried to nurture that part of him. Little did I know that's what he would end up doing for a living. He's going to UT Tyler.
Okay.
And he's going to study computer informatics or computer engineering. He doesn't really know which one he wants to do, but either way, I support him.
Either way, he's going to do great in life.
Oh, I hope so. It's not going to be from a lack of trying. So that's my son, and I have two sisters. I have one sister that's a medical doctor, and another one, she has a degree in engineering, but she actually loves to do calligraphy and crocheting and knitting.
Interesting.
And that's what she does.
Nice.
And she's pretty cool.
It's very rare to find an engineer brain that also is creative.
She is very creative. Yes, they are.
Well, that's fantastic, and congrats to your son for the graduation and for all that. So I know we and all of the listeners are really excited for him.
Yes, and he did all of this while I was campaigning.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's always been my silent supporter in the very back. His name is Bishop, of all the things.
Oh,
I named him Bishop because I felt like, well, actually his dad did, me and my first husband, because it's a name that always commands respect.
Yes.
And
that name.
yeah, he's my sweetheart.
Oh, well, And you know, prior to running for council, I mean, you've been involved obviously through your work, but just through your passions, right? The community for years. So tell
Yes.
us about all the things you've done up until now.
Oh my goodness. I have been raised in a family where we're very empathetic people. We're really compassionate people. So my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa, Henry and Pearlie Marsh, really instilled that in all of their children, which ended up being passed down to myself, and my cousin. So we all are in healthcare in some respect. But getting back to your question, it's just a natural progression. I love volunteering at the East Texas Food Bank. That was one of the first places I volunteered at. And also, I love to volunteer with the SPCA, even
I love
because they
that.
love
Yes.
the animals.
Yes.
But also, I serve on the board for the Evie Effect, which is an organization that spreads the word and knowledge of suicide awareness and prevention. And also, I serve on the board for the Circle of Red, which is heart health, which is very near and dear to me because being a respiratory therapist, heart attacks and the cardiovascular system they run together, right? And heart attacks looks a lot different. It presents different in women than it does in men. And of course, that women, we give life and we bear life and we carry the world on our shoulders. And so when we have heart issues, a lot of times we think it's just heartburn or indigestion. It doesn't present typically like the middle of your chest to your left side. It doesn't. It feels more like middle of your chest sometimes, and also the lower back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that.
You would just take some Tums and think, I just have indigestion, but really you're having a mild heart attack,
Wow.
So those are my favorite people I love to volunteer with.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned the EV effect because we have actually had them in the podcast before. We did an episode with them a long time ago.
Yeah.
So if we remember, we'll put it in the comments or in the show notes.
They
So
are
you can
incredible.
listen to that.
They
Yes,
are
it
incredible.
is very sad story, but it's amazing what they've turned and done with it.
I agree. And now I truly see from both sides of the lens, as I call it, as a civilian, and now I'm in city council. I see where we're open to having the dialogue about mental health and suicide because it's something we have to deal with, and it's always going to be there. But bringing it to light, showing the light that you don't have to suffer alone.
Yes.
There's people to help.
And also want to say, I've only known you for, a month now?
I guess so, right?
But I can already tell your empathy just radiates.
That's what people say. And it
Yes.
comes so natural to me. This is something that it's always been who I am. And it served me very well, taking care of people that are sick. But now I'm in a position where I'm able to take care of people who are well and help them navigate whatever issues they have within my community, be it they may don't understand that, my this tree fell down in the street. What do I do?
Yeah.
Or if my neighbor is having issues, who do I turn to? Just little simple stuff like that. I love to do that because I love to be of service. And so I'm just doing things that's naturally coming to me, just in a different platform or a different arena.
And so what was the defining moment where you were like, because you're doing so much, where you were like, but I'm going to do more. I'm going to run for council.
So what was my defining moment? What made me decide I want to run for city council? Well, actually, I'm a member of Leadership Tyler, and one of our trainings that we had in a particular month, it was a focus on community. So we got to come to city council. I had no idea that I could just be part of something great. I really thought it was something that only affluent people who looked a certain way with lots of money could do that. I didn't realize that if you have the spirit and the wherewithal to want to be part of this, you literally could do that.
Yes.
It was very eye-opening, if I can speak frankly. This young person or middle-aged person now could come and be part of something. That was my changing point, where I realized this is something I can achieve. Being a natural advocate, it was something that I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to navigate to get there. So with the help of Leadership Tyler, they helped me get to this.
That's
point.
wonderful. Shout out to Leadership Tyler.
Yes.
Great program.
We're
Best
all
program.
alumni here.
Yes, we
Awesome.
are. Class 30 is the best.
Class 37.
Oh, I was 38.
Oh,
so
look at that.
we just missed each other.
Yes, it's this of all the things I've done in life, that's up there with having being married and having a son. It's been one of the most pivotal
Yes.
things that's helped me get to where I am now.
That's great testimony to that program.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have a little bit of fun.
All right, I love fun.
We're going to have rapid fire questions.
Fun, I'm ready. I love it.
So let's go back to break and we'll be right back.
The historic Liberty Theater has been entertaining audiences for generations. Inside these walls, entertainment leaps from the screen to the stage. Music performances stir your soul and inspire you to get out of your seat. Come lose yourself in the magic of Liberty Hall.
Welcome back to Roses and Weeds. I'm Adriana Rodriguez and I'm here with Julie Goodgame and our council member for District 3, Shonda Marsh.
Hello.
And so this segment, we're going to have fun and we're going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions.
I'm ready.
If you want to deviate and answer more in depth than any of them, feel free.
Okay.
But if not, we're just going to go quick. Julie,
All right,
you
I'm
started.
up. Okay, this is my favorite. What can you not leave the house without?
Oh, there's actually two things. The first thing is my cell phone. Not just one cell phone. I have two cell phones. I have to have them because I have to be able to engage with other people, be available when other people need me. I've always been that way. Even when I worked in the hospital,
Yeah.
we had cell phones. We had phones, so I have to be tethered to my phone. The second thing, if you haven't noticed about me, I love makeup. I love to feel pretty. I love to be.
Well, you look beautiful.
Well, I have to have my lipstick of some
Okay.
color. It
Okay.
can be clear, it can be burgundy, it can be red, it can be. I have to have lipstick.
I love it.
Those are my two. I'm a girly girl.
Lipstick
Yes.
and a phone.
And
That's all,
lipstick and a phone.
that's all you need to conquer the world.
Okay, next one. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
My favorite holiday tradition is being with family gatherings. I did not grow up in a huge family, so I've always been so envious of those who do. But with my sister, my sisters, and my brother-in-laws, my mom, I always treasure that time with my nieces and nephews, where we eat and laugh and make fun of each other, watching YouTube and all the things that go with it. And good food.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite tradition is good food.
Both of my brother-in-laws can cook.
I love that.
Ooh, you don't hear me, girl. Oh, they can cook.
Now I'm hunting an invite over the
Oh, have
holidays.
to. Lots of barbecue, lots of steak, chicken, sides, macaroni and cheese, the whole gamut.
I know.
We love some mac and cheese.
We might
They're
have
amazing.
an emergency where we have to go.
right.
It's a holiday, but we're here because we have this thing.
And I'm gonna make you a plate to go. I'm gonna make you a big plate to
I
go.
can see that happening in
It
the future.
will. It will.
So, what do you do to relax?
Actually, what is that?
I was about to say, do you relax? Do you ever
Usually
just
I'm kind of, but when I'm at home, I love a good hot, sweltering bath with bubbles, okay? And the incense candles burning.
Okay.
And just, I turn the lights down in the
Mood light.
bathroom, the whole mood light.
Love
And I
it.
have my Kindle.
Oh,
I love
okay.
Kindle. I call her. I love her. And we just spend time in the bathtub with the bubbles, and I'll be in there for like an hour. Life is good.
That does
With a
sound
hot-
very
With a
relaxing.
hot bubble bath and a Kindle.
Yes. That sounds lovely.
It is lovely.
Okay, early bird or night owl?
Actually, I'm neither one. I don't like getting
Middle of
up
the day?
early. but I don't like staying up at night. But if I had the choice of the two, it would be an early bird because I'm so grateful that there's light in the sky. You know, the powers that be, our divine creator woke me up. I'm so blessed to be able to do that. So I would say of the two, I would be an early bird.
Okay, but really middle of the day.
I'm a very much a middle of the day kind of girl. Yeah. Like from about 10 to about 6.
Okay,
that's my time.
Yeah,
If I had the
I
choice.
understand that. Yes.
6 to 10.
Same. I want to be asleep at all other times.
I wanna be
Just
asleep.
awake for that little gamut.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Dude.
Favorite fragrance?
Actually, when you look at me, you would assume that I've been told they would assume that I love like florally scents. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not a sentimental person, but I love different fragrances that remind me of things or people. So when you asked that question, the first thing I thought was, of all the things, tobacco. Tobacco,
Me
like
too.
a pipe.
Me too, because of my grandpa.
Exactly.
Yes.
It reminds me of my grandpa. And he had
Yes.
like the corn cob type
Yeah.
of pipe that kind of swirled, you know. And it smells so comforting for
Yes.
me. The other, even like the perfumes that I buy, it has to have a tobacco kind of
Note.
woodsy
Yes.
note to it. The other fragrance that I love is actually coffee. I love the scent of Folgers. It has to be Folgers. And it's for the same reason. It reminds me of my grandmother, Pearlie. And we would get up early in the morning after she retired, because she was, of course, she was way older when I was growing up. But we would drink Folgers, and she would have the little silver sugar cube holder. And we have our little sugar cubes, darling.
This is not an ad or
Yes.
paid by Folgers.
Exactly. Yes, it is, but it has to be that brand with the sugar cubes with condensed milk.
Oh, okay.
It does. And when I got older, like in my 20s and 30s, I would go and visit her. And that's exactly what we would do. We'd have our coffee with sugar cubes and condensed milk. But I would also sneak her cotton candy.
In the coffee?
We just eat it any way we can have it. We have cotton candy and coffee from
That is very specific.
It's very specific.
But I love
It had to
that.
be the blue cotton candy. That's what she requested.
Where do you just get cotton candy?
Oh, just from the gas station,
Okay.
From Walmart, wherever they sell it. That's usually where I would get it.
That's so funny.
All of these sponsorships are available.
Just contact us.
Please contact us.
City of Tyler cotton candy.
So, what is one item on your bucket list?
I would love to go to the Gold Coast of Africa. And that's very specific. And the reason why is because if you didn't notice, I'm a person of color.
Didn't notice.
And so, of course, that's primarily where we originated before we came here to the new world. And so I'm always intrigued. That would be considered my birthplace of my ancestors. So I would love to be able to see what it looked like from their perspective.
Yeah.
And aside from that, Africa is quite beautiful, lush trees, the amazing waters around it, all the industries that surround it. So I'm really interested in seeing what that looks like.
Something that I've learned recently because of TikTok. TikTok opens your eyes to the world. I will die on this hill. But, people always think of Africa as just land and underdevelopment and all that. But the videos of their cities, they're extravagant, they're amazing.
Exactly.
So I would love to visit and see all the different types of
And they love
environment.
to party. If you've ever
Yes.
been to a Nigerian party or a Ghanaian party or any person that's from Africa,
Yes.
we have the best parties.
And the best outfits.
The gotta show up and show out. We love bright
Yes.
colors. We love to be seen in a positive light. So that's just who we are.
Yeah.
that. Okay, so now this question, what is something that you can't do but wish you could?
I wish I could sing. I wish I could sing. I can dance. Oh, I can dance. But singing, I can't. I don't believe I can sing, but I try. I think I'm a Taylor Swift or Beyonce.
Oh, beautiful, perfect.
Just crank it up in the car.
We're gonna make our new soundtrack. It's gonna be that.
Well, in that same vein, Adriana.
Oh yeah, in that same vein, if you had a theme song, what would it be?
Actually, there would be two, because since I don't like getting up early. The first thing that comes to mind is "Staying Alive, Staying Alive, Staying Alive."
I can see that.
The second one would be "Rise Up." I think her name is Aubrey Day. Okay. If I could rise up and fly like the waves, I would rise up. That is what would be would be my second theme song.
I would like to disagree with you that you can't sing. I think you can. You can carry a tune.
We've got the proof right here.
Yeah.
with technology.
Craig, make her sound good. Put some backup track.
So what would be one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
That I'm a low key introvert.
Oh, I would be surprised.
I know, right?
I relate to this.
I'm a very low key introvert. I love being around people. I love engaging with people and meeting different people and hearing people's stories. But it's like, whew,
Yeah.
I am worn out. So then I have to kind of power down a little bit.
But yes, I would be surprised because you're so like just inviting and just outgoing. Yes.
I love to hear people's story and what made you who you are, how you got to this space. But I just love people, but when I'm tapped out,
You're done.
put me in a hot tub with bubble baths
And the Kindle. There you are.
Okay, last question. What's the best advice you've ever received?
I've gotten several really good advice in my big time of living 52 years, but the most recent one was from Brian Brandt.
Love him. Shout out to
Brian and his amazing.
He's great.
And the things that he do, I really admire that man. But after I finished Leadership Tyler, he said, this is how I interpret it. It may not be exactly how he said it, but how I interpret it. Live the life that you've created.
Oh.
And that really spoke to me because I took that as I need to continue to live life with intention, which I've always tried to do, be really thoughtful and intentional when I do things and say things and engaging with other people. But that really took it to the next level. So I took that as, well, this is my time. I'm going to run for city council.
Yes.
This is my time to be able to do things that I haven't been able to do because I was someone's mama or someone's wife. And that's when I decided, it's my time. I'm going to run for city council. My son graduated from high school. I decided to go back to school and get a bachelor's and a master's, and I'm working on a doctoral healthcare. So I know, right?
Right now, at the same time.
I'm almost done with my doctoral, y'all. I'm about 20 weeks out. I'm almost there.
I truly believe that you don't know how to relax.
But like school for me and reading, I love to read. I love to learn. So actually, it's been easy for me because I love to learn.
Wow, that's
I'm
very
very
impressive.
inquisitive.
Yes.
Is it?
It really is. I'm getting a little exhausted over here, just
I love to
That's
be.
no small feat.
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
I love it. I love it.
Congratulations on being so close. And
I'm so close,
Yeah,
right there.
you can taste it. I can see it.
Right.
Dr. Marsh soon.
Yes. And my mother will have 2 children that are doctors. I would have a DHA, and my youngest sister has an MD.
Wow. Very
Such a
cool.
proud mom.
We still have to clean up the house. We still gotta wash clothes.
You still her kid.
Still her kid. Still Bishop's mama. Cooking spaghetti.
We've got a quick break coming up, and then when we come back, we're going to dig into your vision for District 3 and your time on council and what you want to
Break this chair.
Yes. All right. We'll be right back.
Looking for a day of adventure? Start the journey at Tyler Pounds Regional Airport. Grab a bite at the Sky is the Limit Dining. Step back in time at the historic Aviation Memorial Museum. Turn your dream into reality and learn to fly at Tyler Pounds Airport. Fly in style with the Jet Center of Tyler. Tyler Pounds, where adventure takes off.
All right, we're back in downtown Tyler with Roses and Weeds. I'm your host, Julie Goodgame. I'm joined by Adriana Rodriguez. And again, we're visiting today with Shonda Marsh,
Hello.
Soon to be Dr. Marsh.
Yes,
Soon to be Dr. Marsh.
Dr. Marsh.
newly elected council member for District 3. And let's talk about what your district. What do you think the biggest challenge is?
The biggest challenge that my fellow residents tell me is that they are concerned about what they perceive as lack of growth, because there's other districts in our community that appears to be growing much faster
Yes.
than we are in the north side. And also about safety, like anywhere else, we want to be able to walk down the street safely. Sometimes people feel like that's not always the case. Also, I just learned this really just yesterday about drag racing. I didn't realize that was still a thing. I think
Yes.
I'm up in age, so
Some streets more than others.
some streets more than others. And yesterday, well, day before yesterday, I was sent a picture of a marker that literally just was put up 2 weeks ago, I believe, on the cut in regards to Dr. Young, and someone has already ran into it and is destroyed.
Oh, no, that's really sad.
It is, and it's not even been 2 weeks, and that just breaks my heart that something so nice has already been destroyed because people are driving reckless down a residential area.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in challenges, what do you see as the opportunity here?
The opportunity is to make it known that this is our community. We have to act responsibly, and we need to behave a certain way. If we have a home, mow the yard, take out the trash, no cars, all up and down the street. Hypothetically speaking, suppose a child or someone was trying to cross the street and they accidentally hit this person. That's we have to be responsible. Be responsible in the community that you live in or passing through.
I would say, too, if you know of a spot that is being used as a drag race kind of area, call a non-emergency number for police. It's 903-531-1000, and let them know. And so they will kind of keep an eye on that specific area for racing.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
they can increase enforcement, and it is, but I agree with what you're saying. It is everyone's responsibility to take ownership of our space and our community and to make it the place we want to live.
Exactly. I'm very much about. You'll hear me talk a lot about community and responsibility and accountability. We have to take care of our people, our stuff,
Yeah.
because this is all we have. If you think about it, this is the only time in our lifetime that we'll be in the same place at the same time. Never looked at it that way.
No, it's so deep.
So we have to cherish the people who we engage with.
Yeah.
Treat each person that we run across with the most empathetic and respectful manner that we know how. Of course, not everybody is a loving, caring, compassionate person, but you have to be that better person.
Yes.
Because this is the only time that we'll be together in this lifetime.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's such a great, concise way of pointing that out. And that's why it's so important to care about one another.
Intentional.
Yes.
Being intentional.
And along the same vein of the opportunities, what are you most excited about accomplishing as a public servant?
In my district, I am so looking forward to the growth with our North Tyler industrial area, as I call it, or industrial park.
Yes.
If you don't know, that's the Amazon Distribution Center, Yellowwood. I am so excited about that because I know what's to come.
Yes.
When we create jobs like that, bringing jobs of that magnitude, those people will have higher paying wages and they're going to need a place to live. And that will help build up the northern part of North Tyler.
Yeah, this is just a start.
It's just the start. For those who don't know, the north part of Tyler is one of the oldest parts of the city. So some of the houses are smaller because back in that day, the houses were built smaller. They didn't have to have a garage because they had horses and buggies and things like that. So as time went on, we got better jobs like Kelly Springfield and Train. People started wanting to have homes that were brick and garages. And so that's why you see such a change in the design style as time went on.
Yeah.
And so this would just be another evolution of North Tyler's history.
Do you know what's the timeline for those big projects?
Oh, well, Yellowwood is already up and running.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes, it is one of the largest lumber producers in the United States. One of the big, I'm not trying to plug for NASCAR. So if it's
So
good
many
for
brands.
NASCAR,
So many
it's
brands.
good for us, right? Amazon is almost done. When I went out there a couple of weeks ago, they already had the outdoor front, the sides and things like that are already done. I don't want to speculate. I've heard it could be open as early as Q4 of this year.
Wow. That is great.
In this world, that's pretty fast.
That's fast.
That's going to be
is
a lot of
exciting.
jobs.
A lot of jobs, yeah. And also have the North Campus, what used to be called Chest Hospital, but our UT North Campus.
Yes.
We have lots of residents there. We do research.
Yes.
And so we have those residents, those providers that will also increase the business and the opportunities for North Tyler as well.
That's a good time to live in North Tyler
It
and to live
is.
in Tyler and East Texas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Be a pioneer and buy now before it
I know, right?
Exactly.
What would you say you're most passionate about?
I am most passionate about being in a community of like-minded people. I love people who think and behave in the empathetic and loving, caring way that I do. I'm most passionate about that. Again, I'm very passionate about community, building a community. And also, when I say community, I don't necessarily mean North Tyler specifically.
Yeah.
I mean Tyler, all the districts, no matter what you look like, who you love, things like that. Doesn't matter to me what religion you are. A community is a group of like-minded people that get along and share the same vision. That is my ultimate goal. If I'm able to make it 6-year term, which I hope I do, that would be
so too.
that would be my overall end goal, is to hope to cultivate a community of people, not just North Tyler, but all of Tyler. Truly, the heartbeat of Tyler.
Yes.
Yes. So many themes that we're touching on. I love it.
Yes, this is like all of Tyler was just our theme last year. So
I didn't know that.
yes.
Well,
So
it's still our theme until
October. Yes.
Okay, well, can we keep it going?
I
see.
think, I agree. I think all of Tyler is all of the time.
It should be, make it our catchphrase, because I know, rose capital of the world, or we don't grow roses here anymore.
Hey,
because
but the
of
rose
industry.
garden is getting
Yes.
so much better.
It
It is. If you
That's
have
coming
not,
back.
if you have
Yes.
not gone to the rose garden in the past, I don't know, 2 months, it is completely different than it was in the few past years because
Okay.
of all the storms and everything. It is beautiful. We have a new horticulturist,
Oh, sweet.
and she
yeah.
has completely turned it around, and it's amazing.
I believe it. Is she is a woman?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Of course. Of course.
We run the world.
Of course.
So, what do you feel is the best part about being a Tylerite?
The best part of being a Tylerite, that we are a community of very giving people. Whenever there is a tragedy or if someone is in need, we will come together.
Yes.
We're very benevolent. I realized this when we had the big snowstorm some years back. I called it Snowvit. Okay.
Yes.
Snowvid. And let me tell you, I was working at the hospital then. We literally had, as you remember, no electricity, nothing. I was cooking food for me and my son in our fireplace in our house. But the amazing people in Tyler, didn't matter what they looked like, they would come pick I worked as an RT, of course. They would pick me up. These are strangers I never met in life. Pick us up. Take us to work so we can take care of the patients in the hospital, because they're in the hospital, and then bring us back home. They would feed us.
Oh, wow.
It was just people who I know they would never engage with me any other day. They all came together during that time.
That's
and
beautiful.
that gave me hope for humanity. That gave me hope for humanity.
It's very true what you say about Tyler being, every time there's something happens, they want to serve and they want to help. Every time there is any type of crisis in Texas,
They will come
the first
out.
thing that happens is either employees or residents will email us and, hey, what are y'all doing for this community? How can I involve? And so, yes, Tyler,
I love that about us.
we're the capital of help.
We love to help. Be of service.
Yes.
Love it.
Well, it has been so wonderful and refreshing, and
Yes.
just it's such a warm, wonderful feeling having you on the show.
Well, I'm happy to be
And having you in
here.
council.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm so blessed because all of y'all have been so kind and wonderful to me, and just made this transition for me so easy. I'm always going to be grateful. It's better than I can ever imagine.
We feel very well taken care of because of you.
I love it.
Yes, and so this won't, of course, be the last time you're on. So we'll be bringing you back as more things happen, both in your district and in the community as a whole, to get your hot take on it. Thank you for joining us today. And to our listeners, if you've got any questions, comments, if you've got any ideas for upcoming show topics, you know where to find us. You can find us anywhere you stream podcasts, as well as everywhere on social media but TikTok due to legislation. And so reach out to us. You can also email us at publicrelations@tylertexas.com. Until next time, that is a wrap.
This was Roses and Weeds. Thank you for joining us.